Yo, what up? All right. We got another one from Bill Burr, from Billy Burr. And this is Bill Burr doesn't like what's happened to sports. And this is him on looks like Conan's podcast. Okay. Okay. And yeah, we know Bill Burr's got a new special out called Drop Dead Years on Hulu. Probably gonna be checking that out pretty soon. But yeah, let's check out him and Conan, Bill Burr and Conan. It's always a treat. Let's go.
Well, you've changed your life a lot, right? You've cleaned up your act a little bit.
I mean, I feel I have. My wife, I don't know. I just don't know if I'm ever going to get over that hump.
She's first of all, I love your wife.
Listen, enough about you and your private desires.
I'm just saying, we live in an experimental age. We live at a time.
Hey man, you're sucking an aluminum dick.
Yeah.
I mean,
hey, and I'm not being ashamed about it.
I got to tell you,
Hold on a second.
the second the tie comes off, I'm telling you, man, this guy he becomes a different guy.
Yeah, it was always a clip on.
No,
anyway.
my wife is yeah, she's the best. She's the best.
You guys came over for dinner, and she's fantastic. And it's like I feel I accomplished the same thing. I found the right person. I found someone who is on me, understands me, does not let me get away with shit. Sometimes she lets me get away with a little just because she's like, let him go.
Yeah, just let him blow out the lines a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Let him go. But yeah, Nia's amazing.
Yeah, she is. But it's constant. Like I just when you're fucked up like me, I do need. The one big thing in our thing is I had to let her know. I need an attaboy every once in a while. Okay, you can't just every fucking day be reading me the riot act. I mean, I know I'm a fucked up guy, and I know that I'm difficult to live with. But every once in a while, I did make waffles this morning. I don't remember that being brought up.
No one says attaboy anymore, by the way.
Is that just expected?
Yeah, attaboy.
No one says attaboy?
No one says attaboy.
How about there you go? There you go, Conan.
There you go. You did it.
Look at you.
Look at
it becomes real passive.
Look at big boy over here.
Yeah, it becomes real passive aggressive. There you go.
There you go.
Look at you. Must be nice. Must be nice. I got that one from somebody who's completely fucked up their life. He goes, oh yeah, you're out there in L.A. doing things. He goes, Christmas is coming up. You got money for gifts. Must be nice. Must be nice. And I'm just like, oh yeah, it is. Life is pretty good when you're not doing drugs, getting fired every 2 weeks.
Also, I'm sorry. This guy is coming to you with a real low bar. Oh,
that was it. That was it.
Must be nice.
That was it.
Must be nice. You got some sneakers you can put on your feet.
Yeah, it's just, it just was one of those things. And I always told him, I said, listen, dude, if you're in a hole, if you're reaching up, I'll try to pull you out. But if you're face down in it, digging it deeper every day, I'm not getting involved in that. And he just couldn't get his head around that. And then I don't know. The last time I talked to him, he goes, I've been working out. I go, oh, that's great. I thought he was turning his life around. He lost a fight to his son.
Wait, that was his workout? He came at his son and lost?
No, he was working out because he lost a fight to his son. So he's like, oh man, I gotta lay off. Gotta lay off this shit. It's just fucking. No, but that's one of the things
that's
too.
The craziest motivation for I gotta hit the gym.
I know.
Yeah. I'm signing up. Hey, well, what made you come in? Well, I'm fighting my 17-year-old son, and he got the better of me. So that was my wake-up call that I need to work out so I can beat the shit out of him. Airbnb, man. That's what kids are doing now.
Yeah.
Blay, you like your Airbnb, don't you?
Yeah, I'm going to go back to Michigan for about 3 weeks, and my place is just sitting there empty.
Yeah.
Might as well make some scratch.
Why not?
Yeah, scratch is money, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Great.
Right, some greenbacks.
You're going to go stay in Michigan.
That's
where
right.
you're from. But why not make some money off your pad?
Exactly. I'm staying with my mom. No one's staying in my place. Let's get some money from it.
How many trips do you want to make this year, do you think?
I mean, as many as how many times can I leave work?
I'll let you leave work 6 times.
Okay,
that's nice.
Then 6 times.
Yeah, you don't get paid, but...
Well, all the more reason to have people stay at my place for Airbnb.
You spend less when you travel, and it's a good feeling to know that your place is being used, it's being enjoyed, and you're getting paid for it.
Yeah, and I got a cool place.
Think about it. If you host while you're traveling, it's a great way to offset some of the costs of your trip. And if you've got a big year of travel ahead of you, hosting's a pretty cool and unique way to make some money back. And then you can buy that special travel purse you want, or man bag, or
Yeah.
purse. $225 is the year to be...
I just really want some kind of leather purse. 2025 is the year to be financially savvy, so don't leave money on the table when you travel. Your home might be worth more than you think. Find out how much at airbnb.com/host.
Right, and people always say like, why are so many people from Massachusetts funny? And I always go like, because that is the kind of person you run into all the time. And he said that's without a bit of funny. It wasn't supposed to be weird.
Yep.
Or anything. He was just straight up talking to me, going like, "Yeah, man, he's strong now. I mean, he actually like knocked me down and stuff. So I've been doing the curls." And it's just like, do you ever think of just like maybe going out to like have a cup of coffee and figure out what's going on with you guys? Like, I don't think you don't want to fight your son. I don't think he wants to fight you. No, dude, no, I know, but still, just like, it's one of those. And another thing too, I always remember when you were in Massachusetts, is people would always, that guy? Oh, dude, that guy's a character. He's a character, and everybody is like this, like it's like they're very like uninhibited, and they get into like these habits and these things that they do, and they don't realize like how colorful they are. And it's not until you travel and you go back and you come back to Massachusetts, you're like you go to like, I don't know what it's like now, because like sports is like so, I don't know, I can't stand the direction that it went into. But when I used to go to like tailgates at the fucking Pats game, when you were like drinking on Route 1, we used to park in this guy's backyard, and then you walk down train tracks, active fucking train tracks, people walking, holding hands with kids. And then you would go under Route 1, up the thing, and then walk in. And just the shit that you saw, the stuff that people said, it was a comedy show from all the way, like people trying to be funny, people not being, just being who they were. And then you you get to your section before the giant, fucking screens took over.
Yeah.
There was a class clown in every fucking section.
Yeah.
And I used to try to be that guy, and sometimes I was, and then sometimes there'd be a guy funnier than me, and then I would just be entertained by him. And that happened at Red Sox games, Bruins games, big time, Celtics, all of those things. And I think like these TV screens and all of this shit that they have now, it's just like crowd control. Like the second there's a stoppage of play, that's like, they got these dumb races, and your section has to root for it to like win a T-shirt and shit. It's dumb.
I was of the era where my brother and I would go down to Fenway Park without it, just would think, hey, let's go watch a Red Sox game, and we'd walk down, and you could get bleacher seats.
Oh yeah, for like $8.
Yeah, and we would get bleacher seats, and we would sit in the bleachers. No planning, we got tickets, and we would go and we'd sit up there. And what they did was they hired, this is back when the Red Sox...
They'd stand on Conan's shoulders and then pull themselves up over the Green Monster.
What's happening up there, Luke?
Slide down.
Hey, Luke, who's ahead? The Reds are giving us the shellacking.
And then the beginning of his comedy career. Hey, you guys were supposed to pull me up. Fuck you fucking redheaded cunt. And then they just go.
Hey, that's the title of my autobiography. That was supposed to be a surprise. Random House next year. Fuck you fucking redheaded cunt.
I was doing a pre-promotion for it.
Thank you. No, but we would sit in the bleachers, and what was hilarious was they used to hire like football players, these massive linebackers from, I think, BU, and they would, at guys with massive necks, and they were the crowd control, but not professional crowd control. Their job was just, if anything got out of line, if they saw some people like having a little too much to drink and maybe getting into it, starting to fight a little bit, these guys with massive necks from BU would go running up, and they would wail on people. Yeah. And that was more, we went to watch that more than we could watch the game.
Well, the art of bouncing back then, nobody knew how to de-escalate a situation. It was all just ramping it up.
Yes.
I still remember I was doing this gig at Nick's Comedy Stop, and downstairs was a nightclub. And I still remember the night these guys, they kicked this dude out. And I don't know if this guy ever walked again. They basically, it was a dance floor. And you're in there, it's super fucking loud. Belle Biv DeVoe era, like that shit was playing, Poison or something. And then you just heard this commotion. And I looked over, and I think it was two bouncers. And they had just grabbed this guy, picked him up, and started running full speed with him. And there's like innocent people there. And the crowd just parted like that. And they had him like 9 feet in the air. And the door jam is like 8. And they were both running like a 440 with this guy. And like from the middle of his back to the back of his head, just slammed into this middle thing. And he folded it like a chair. Just threw him out onto Warrington Street. I remember everyone like,
I like that you can't get through this without laughing.
Because, dude,
that's the most Boston part of this. So anyway, his spine is severed.
No, but now, like, there was, like, no cameras.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, if you ever did that today, forget about there be cameras. The owner of the club would be like, dude, I'm going to have a lawsuit every fucking weekend. You guys are fired. So they just threw that guy. Everybody was like, oh, and everybody just went, oh. And then the music's still playing. And, like, it was the funniest thing ever as far as, like, it took a good minute for relaxed dancing to happen again. It was kind of like...
That is Belle Biv DeVoe.
No, it was definitely like the tone had been set. I'll never forget. Like they must have done that more than once because they were working together. They just grabbed the guy. I knew a guy that was a bouncer. He said sometimes we would just walk up to somebody just to start a fight, and we'd just walk up to him and be like, "Hey man, you got to get out of here." And they didn't do anything, and they would just do it, hoping that they would, because they, a lot of guys were on juice back then. And it was, it wasn't the cream that they have now that also has like a suntan lotion or whatever, a sunscreen in it, whatever these guys have now.
That's what I use.
It was the horse tranquilizer shit. So they like wanted to get into fights, and I avoided all of that. I avoided all of that shit. Like past a certain age, I just stopped. I was like, these guys are like people getting their fucking ears bit off and stuff. I knew this guy like like his party trick. He would eat a light bulb. Gums bleeding, smiling at you, and shit. It's just like, yeah, these guys.
It was a better time.
These guys are on another. These guys are on another level. I'm just gonna stick to the comedy, and there was some really interesting. There was a lot of characters back then.
A lot of characters.
Eat a light bulb? Oh, hell no. I don't think I could be friends with somebody that eats a light bulb. How do you eat a light bulb? You just a glass around it or the whole light bulb? Man. Yeah. Bill Burr and Conan. Good duo. Good match. Man. What do you say? He said, I guess, sports, I guess, at least they don't got the people, big swole neck dudes running around like when Conan was going to the games. Like, I don't think you would want somebody running up on you, wailing on you. So I guess that was like the night. Well, no, Conan. I guess that was like the 70s when Conan went to the games as a young kid. But Bill Burr was talking about like they be having like races and stuff and timeouts and stuff. Yeah. I be seeing baby races. They got baby races. They got, the fan, $10,000 shots. I've been seeing a whole bunch of people win off of that lately. Like the $10,000 or $20,000 half court shots. I've seen like 5 of them in the last week from NBA games. So they giving out a lot of money for them half court shots. People getting better at them shots. People practicing them shots. But yeah. Sports has changed. I imagine it'll keep changing. I'm still watching though. I ain't gonna stop watching. I'm still watching basketball. I'm still watching football. I'm still watching baseball. I'm still, I probably need to get into others. Maybe I need to start watching all sports. I heard, maybe I need to start watching some hockey. I know that's a little tense right now between Canada and the U.S. Maybe that'll be some good games on. I guess the more you have at stake, the more entertaining the game will be. But yeah. Drop Dead Years. Bill Burr, Drop Dead Years. Hulu. I'm about to check that out.